Hello, good morning students. In the last video lecture, we discussed three concepts GNP, GDP and NNP. Three main concepts associated with national income. There are in this video lecture we also discuss there are three another concepts which are also associated with national income: personal income, disposable income and per capita income. What is personal income? वो इतना सिंपल नहीं इनकम ऑफ अ पर्सन जितना नहीं है यहाँ. पर्सनल इनकम मीन्स रिफर्स टू द सम टोटल ऑफ ऑल इनकम एक्चुअली रिसीव्ड. ये वर्ड को बराबर रिमेंबर करना. रिमेंबर दिस वर्ड, एक्चुअली रिसीव्ड बाय इंडिविजुअल्स और हाउस होल्ड बिफोर पेइंग डायरेक्ट टैक्स. सम टोटल ऑफ ऑल द इनकम एक्चुअली रिसीव्ड. टेक्निकल वर्ड्स में कहते तो इट इज सम टोटल ऑफ अर्नड एंड अर्नड अन इनकम. ऐसा होता है कि कई बार हम लोग इनकम अर्न करते हैं मगर उसको रिसीव नहीं करते, और कई बार ऐसा होता है कि जो इनकम अर्न नहीं करता है फिर भी रिसीव करता है. so far as personal income is concerned, you have to consider all the income actually received by individual or household during a given year. So this is the formula. Personal income is equal to national income minus undistributed corporate profit minus corporate income taxes. Corporate, what is undistributed corporate profit? We all know that large corporate like Reliance, Tata, Birla, Infosys, Wipro, they do not distribute entire profit among shareholders. A part of profit is kept for expansion purpose or modernization purpose or a diversification purpose, any way, or plowback policy, reinvestment करने के लिए. तो उतना जो है अमाउंट वो रिड्यूस हो सका. सपोज एक्स कंपनी इज अर्निंग प्रॉफिट ऑफ ₹500 crore, but it keeps 100 crore rupees as retained earning. उसको क्या बोलेंगे? retained earning. So अभी 400 crore rupees is available, 400 crores. So it will be distributed among shareholder. Okay, not 500. The profit, net profit of the company is 500 crore, but rupees 100 crore is either kept reserved for modernization, expansion, diversification purpose, any purpose, which is known as retained earning. So it will be not distributed among shareholder. कितना करेंगे? 400. तो वो क्या होगा? डिडक्ट होगा, माइनस. So national income minus undistributed corporate profit माइनस कॉर्पोरेट इनकम टैक्सेस. जैसे इनकम टैक्स पर्सन को पे करना पड़ता है वैसे ही देयर इज कॉर्पोरेट इनकम टैक्स. सो आउट ऑफ देयर इनकम, ग्रॉस प्रॉफिट और एक्सेट्रा, दे हैव टू पे 30% एज कॉर्पोरेट इनकम टैक्स. इट विल बी ऑल्सो माइनस फ्रॉम पर्सनल इनकम. ओके, જેટલું 1000 crores ઇનકમ છે તમારે 30% will be paid as corporate direct taxes. Okay, so it will be deducted from national income when we are calculating personal income. Next, social security contribution. Social security contribution means PF. જેટલી સેલેરી મળે છે એમાંથી પ્રોવિડન્ટ ફંડ માટે કપાય છે. હમણે નવી છે કે સ્કીમ છે NPS, નેશનલ પેન્શન સ્કીમ કેવું છે. ઓકે, સો ઇટ વિલ બી એ પર્સનને ક્યારે મળશે? લાસ્ટ મળશે. પણ માની લઈએ કે કોઈ પર્સનની ઇન્કમ 20,000 હોય, उसमें से 10% पेंशन फंड के लिए और प्रोविडेंट फंड के लिए कट होगा, तो 2,000 रुपीज कट होगा. उसको कितना मिलेगा? 18,000. ओके, एक्चुअली he is earning 20,000 rupees per month, but actually रिसीव कितना करता है वो? 18,000 rupees. Why? Because 2,000 rupees is deducted for social security contribution, either in PF, provident fund, or in pension scheme, whatever. Okay, so it will be deducted from national income while we are calculating personal income. Okay, so the income is earned by person but not received by person. Okay, total of all income actually received, उसका अपोजिट ट्रांसफर पेमेंट, गिफ्ट, pension, bonus, these are known as transfer payment. Windfall gains in form of interest, dividend is also considered as transfer payment, which is not earned by the person but actually received by the person. Suppose X person है, उसको ₹25,000 पेंशन मिल रहा है, तो पेंशन वो अर्न नहीं कर रहा है. He is earning pension, he is receiving pension not because he is working at present time, he worked in the past. Okay, so it is considered as transfer payment. Bonus मिले, gift मिले, which is not earned but which is received by the person. Okay, so what is personal income? Sum total of all the income actually received by the person. उसमें यार क्या रखना है कि ऐसी इनकम है जो हम लोग अर्न कर सकते हैं मगर रिसीव नहीं करते, तो वो इंक्लूड नहीं कर सकते. ऐसी कुछ इनकम है जो हम लोग अर्न नहीं करते मगर रिसीव करते हैं, विच इज इंक्लूडेड इन पर्सनल इनकम. सो आई एम रिपीटिंग द फॉर्मूला. पर्सनल इनकम मतलब refers to all the income actually received by the household during the given period before paying direct tax. National income minus undistributed corporate profit minus corporate taxes minus social security contribution plus transfer payment. Okay. Second, disposable income. Disposable income, simple, that income available for consumption. Income which can be disposed. Disposable income मतलब actual income which is available to be spent on consumption by individual and household. वो कट करके एक्सेट्रा एक्सेट्रा. सपोज X person's income is ₹7 lakh per year, मगर if income is above 5 lakhs तो ऑब्वियसली उसको टैक्स भरना पड़ेगा. We have to pay direct tax, and direct taxes are those taxes whose burden cannot be shifted to others. Suppose government imposes tax to me, I have to pay the tax and I have to bear the burden. Out of 7 lakhs, suppose I pay 50,000 as income tax, तो मेरे पास कितना बचेगा? 6,50,000 available for my consumption. This is known as disposable income. वो क्या होगा? Disposable income, income available for consumption, income which can be disposed. Okay, so this is the formula: personal income minus personal income minus personal taxes. Personal income minus personal taxes. Disposable income means same here, consumption plus savings. Y economics में Y is equal to C plus S, consumption plus saving. Out of 650, I spend some money on consumption and I will save some money for future. Okay, अगर आपको net disposable income जानना होगा तो उसमें से savings भी minus करनी पड़ेगी. Okay, but अब के लिए up to for your level it is okay that consumption plus savings. Okay, the income which is available for consumption. Last very common word, per capita income. Per capita income refers to average income of the citizen of a country. Average income of the citizen. Simple. उसका formula क्या है? Per capita income is equal to national income divided by population. Okay. So national per capita income is a very important indicator of economic development or economic growth. Why? It is also very important indicator. It is even more important indicator than national income, because per capita income is closely associated with the common standard of living of the people. Okay, इंडिया जैसे कंट्री है जहां पॉपुलेशन इतना ज्यादा है तो पर कैपिटा इनकम कम होगी, बिकॉज नेशनल इनकम डिवाइडेड बाय पॉपुलेशन. ओके, सो सपोज आई से नेशनल इनकम इंक्रीज बाय 2%, और मैं कहूंगा कि पर कैपिटा इनकम इंक्रीज बाय 3% और 2%, it is considered as more positive indicator. Why? because it closely associated with the living standard of people. Okay, very simple, no need to discuss. Average income of the citizen of a country, how we got national income divided by population. So in this video lecture we discuss three concepts: personal income, disposable income, and per capita income. What is personal income? Sum total of all the income actually received by individual during given year. Disposable income, income available uh, for consumption to individual after paying taxes. And personal income, average income of the citizen, national income divided by population. आज के लिए इतना रहेगा. थैंक यू वेरी मच.